still really angry and hurt with Knoxville.
He put me through hell, made me pay all this treatment money, and they're filming behind my back while I'm in treatment, so they already set me up to fail. And then as soon as I do the slightest thing wrong, I'm not in the movie. So I paid $100,000 to go to treatment only for me to up, and then now I'm not in the movie. They had it all planned out, and I think that Knoxville tried to do this movie called Action Point in South Africa, and they had a $15 million budget, and he tried to do it without us, and it was a flop. They only made $2 million. So when that happens, the label says you're not free to go. You're either going to have to pay this back or put your house up for sale or do a Jackass 5. Well, if Bam's not in it, then that's already $6 million to $5 million that we don't have to pay back. So we could already say he's a liability because he's drunk out in front of a hotel room on TMZ. Yeah, well, on Jackass 2, I got a high five for good press when I got a felony charge having brass knuckles at the LAX airport, drunk as hell. I have learned how to forgive and be happy, and I deleted anybody that's given me a problem, but I just want to take my anger out on one person. Knoxville, get into a ring with me, take off your boxing gloves, 1, 2, 3, you're done for. And when Jackass became bigger than MTV could imagine, I already had all this BAM stuff out before they could even make Jackass stuff. So I was clocking Mega Bank, and every wish that I had, any goal that I set would come true quicker than my deadline date.
Yeah.
And I fucking ran out of goals.
I feel like you made Jackass though, because you already had like a little mini empire with CKY before even getting on to Jack. I knew who you were before Jackass.
Everybody says that. All the fans really say that.
Like people who really grew up with you, because you raised some of us. You know, like we grew up with you, and you were like, you were pretty much like one of the first real content creators, if you think about it, like really influencer or whatever the fuck they want to call it.
That's the thing. Living in Pennsylvania,
and he's the hottest.
That's when Tremaine and Knoxville, they would be in Los Angeles making all these secret deals. Then they do a fucking documentary about how Jackass got created and talking about Big Brother the whole time. And at the very tail end, probably about 5%, oh yeah, and then Ben was doing CKY in Pennsylvania. If you do the math, I sold millions of copies. You fucking barely sold 20,000 copies of Big Brother's video called Poop and Tit and fucking Crap.
I don't even know what
I've never
is.
even heard of them. Yeah,
I
know who, exactly. I know who CKY is. Never heard of that.
I have learned how to fucking forgive and be happy, and I deleted anybody that's given me a problem, but I just want to take my anger out on one person. Jeff Tremaine's too much of a fucking pussy. Knoxville, get into a ring with me, take off your boxing gloves, 1, 2, 3, you're fucking done for. Pussy.
So you're still really...
And if you double dog Knoxville to do any stunt, oh, I'm so brave, I'll have to do it. Why triple dog dare you? Step into a fucking ring with me, you're done for. You're over.
When you say your DMs and stuff like that, who's DMing you and calling?
Well, just in the beginning, I mean, I'll just say, you know, Novak reached out, but I don't even know who he is.
Right.
So I don't want to get involved with their relationship. I have a 30-year friendship relationship, and no one will get involved in that either, you know? So
Brandon was around during the CKY days, too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. And you know, I've helped him with over a dozen treatment centers. I've rescued him with over a dozen fucking overdoses at the hospital. I've paid for all of his mistakes, and I don't want any of that money back now that he's doing good, but like he stole my S55 Mercedes, $125,000 car when I was in Germany, high on pills to go get more pills, wrecked into the Dean's car in Westchester, fled the scene. They tried to charge me over it till I proved I was in Germany. But he says you always got to take accountability for your actions. All right, well, you owe me a fucking car. You're buying your 7th treatment house in Delaware, driving around in your Range Rover. You owe me a car.
But even just recently, like I went, because I go through his phone. So anybody who's texting, well, actually, I read everything because I'm allowed to. And if I need to change the number, I will. Because there's nobody allowed but our little small circle right now of
which
happiness.
is probably what's keeping him safe and sober.
I can't have any of that. And I've gone through the phone and I saw the message. It's like, let's go to the Sausage Castle and you can knock me out. And I'm
Mike
like,
Busey.
I love Mike, but I'm like, and Mike Busey wasn't the one texting, but you know, Steve was asking him to like punch him. Like, what are you talking? Like, he's doing great. Like, you should probably want to